I would like to bring a different point today, along with the earlier one, about when to stop learning. If someone say that when to stop learning, and today is where you stop learning, that means you shut down everything for the possibilities which may come along the way in the future. So there are times that if you are at the age of 20 or 25, 30, there is something called ego comes along with us. Yeah, sometimes you gain a position, probably your father or your family is wealthy enough, so the ego is part of the baggage also which comes behind to us. It depends on what kind of the circumstances you come across and come along the way, and that makes you a person who you are today. So the ego in terms of professions, what I have seen is the biggest thing that people take very pride. They achieved certain position and they know everything. Whoever working for them are just you know the innocent child, that they want to treat them in such way, or that person who is in that role feels that is absolutely have a 100% knowledge of everything is what's going on around him. But that's a sad news. That person has a sad news because basically whatever the knowledge he had gained so far and he reached that place, but he's not going to move any further, and that's where he's going to block himself and stay strong. And if someone really, really feels that when they reach to a place that they know everything and they have all the solutions for the life problems which come along, either professional, personal, financial, then he's just joined in a fool's club, which will not help him to grow any further. Rather, irrespective of whichever the position you are in, whichever the roles you are in, starting from the lowest to the top CEO of any companies or any great organization, directors who leads this place, every day is a learning opportunity. When you're working with you know, if you're fortunate to work with a people of 300, 400 employees, I mean that you're working with the minds of which has so much of power that you could not imagine that you could produce such an such amazing results with those minds itself. So it's all the discipline you need to, the principles which you need to develop in the company itself, that what can bring them to stay focused on what they wanted to achieve, and in terms that will be able to help you to grow your company, and how open you have to be as a leader to accepting the ideas around us. I'm sure that there are some weird ideas comes to all of us, but maybe out of 10 weird ideas, there comes to be a one or two. The greatest ideas probably you can put in place. You don't have to be that egoistically that idea belongs to me, that idea belongs to someone else. No, if you're part of community, if you're part of an organization, you're employing the people for their skills to enhance for you to develop as a company to grow. But if you're hiring someone with a 15 years, 20 years of experience, you're pretty much you need to trust that experience the person may bring along with them, instead of shutting their the experiences and say, okay, this is how the company function and this is the way you need to adapt, which is fair enough. I mean, the guy probably will not make any effort to in a creative front. But however, the companies and any organization and leaders should be able to in a position to elevated position to think that the mind can do wonders. And then if you're working 300 to 500 employees, I mean, such so many minds can work together. It can create abundance of growth for the company to move forward, instead of shutting the doors with that egoistic issues or concerns people might be having. So with that note, I would like to leave whoever the people around and whoever leading the organization, if you're hiring an employee or an experienced person with an experience, just give him a thought, and just be open up for them to bring their ideas or creativity, and how could they contribute to the organization for the to grow. And ultimately that's what a company is paying for. And then if you encourage them, they will come more up with it. If you discourage and shut down, their creativity, and pretty much they work for 9 to 5 job and take their salaries and do the basic things which needs to be done, and then they just go. I mean, basically, as a leader, you are not doing your right job for the people to, give their contributions for the company to grow. So with that note, I would like to leave you today, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Be good, do good, and influence the people around positively.